Hello everyone, and welcome back to another today's video. I'm going to go over who I believe you should, whose relic you should upgrade, basically. So, of course, with the recent nerfs to Bird, Bird has become, Bird Floor 4 has become, and Bird itself has actually become a lot easier. And in my opinion, they should really just readjust all the old demonic beasts to make them, like, super easy, just so newer players don't really struggle with them. Because, unfortunately, they're still, like, gatekept by not owning the right character, or at least Deer is. Deer's the most gatekept out of every demonic beast known to man, because, I don't know, just now Marvel doesn't want to give out Yawn for free. I think she has been out free a few times, but not many. We're going to go over relic upgrades. So, of course, as you can see, I've upgraded a few relics, not many in total, just mainly ones that I believe are not key, but like important for me at least. So I'll go over the reason why. As you can see, there's a lot more collaboration relics upgraded than normal relics. That's because collaboration relics, let me quickly give you a quick peek at what I mean. Collaboration relics do not cost you these triangles. I'm pretty sure they cost you these, they just don't cost you the triangles, which is normally what's going to be the restricting factor of you not being able to make a relic, upgrade a relic, is because you need 80 a go, which is the same price as making a relic. I do think that should also be slightly readjusted. Yeah, it just costs you this, which is a lot cheaper, once again, than those crystals, and it's sort of everything in that, everything that you just saw there for a collaboration relic is technically infinitely farmable if you have the stamina. It's infinitely farmable. Yes, it may take you time, but it's infinitely farmable. Whereas, I think technically the triangles are infinitely farmable, it's just you have to pray you either get them as a drop from a demonic beast, or once again, you buy them in every shop humanly possible every week, which is something you could do. You can also purchase them from the coin shops as well. But let's go over the characters now. So, first one I did, I think the first one I True Awakened, it was either Ella or Liz, or it was Albedo. Possibly it was Albedo, because Demon King at the time was quite hard, and... was it Demon King? To be honest, right, this thing is just... upgrading relics is just, like, merged with everything in my brain, unfortunately, this year. But I think one of the first people I upgraded was Liz, and that was mainly because she is a key content character. She is used for basically every content. You can stick her in back in PvP, because her relic works in the back. You can, use her on demonic beasts, you can use her on events, you can use her on basically any hard endgame content that doesn't completely counter her. That's what the new Bird does, I'm pretty sure. The new Bird's passive, floor 4 at least, completely counters Liz. I do feel like that may be an unfortunate trend moving on in the future, because Liz is very broken. If you have Liz in the team, realistically, your team isn't going to die, especially if you're infinitely getting Liz cards, Liz buffs, Liz cleanses, Liz ultimates. You're not really going to die, because Liz is absolutely broken, increasing recovery rate by 100%. Not only that, increasing basic stats. You get the ultimate gauge boost, you've got her ultimate, which gives you 30% attack related stat boost, you've got the insane amount of defense boost you can get, as well as debuff immunity, you've got a very strong flood skill. Like, this is technically a DPS skill. Like, 330 multiplier with flood, and heals allies. Overall, one of the best characters to invest in the game is Eloise. She's probably one of the characters that I invested on that weren't. She's one of the few that I invested on where there wasn't an event going on, there wasn't the half outfits, and there was a time where you could buy her weapons. I'm not sure if they're purchasable anymore, I'm not sure if she's actually got any purchasable ones anymore, but I do know that this is a Hawk Pass one that now technically you cannot get, so you may only be able to purchase the other missing weapons. I'm not sure which ones are purchasable and which ones you get for free. Outfits for Liz, headgears, you've got tons. Affinity ones, you've got Final Boss Liz, you've then got, of course, LR Liz, Hawk Pass Liz, LR Liz headgear. That's the one you get with the new Legend variant, which this is what this is, New Year Legend. Nanashi, once again, another key content character. Don't really need to explain it. Exactly like the first one. He's basically, he can be used in all content. PvP, PvE, and because of that, I upgraded his relic, because it's never really not going to come in handy, the extra stats. It's a little bit extra CC here and there. Once again, use him in PvP. So, a little bit extra CC could mean, the difference between going first and not going first and getting wiped. Demi, mainly PvP. And for the times I use him on farming teams, for like gold and stuff, because I'm too lazy to, I don't know, maybe it would speed it up a little bit, but also the tiny bit extra CC, once again, PvP, and also Demi is he's quite a good character. PvE-wise, he is pretty useless, but PvP is where he shines. Vittoria, once again, PvE and PvP, she's very good in PvE, mainly because her insane single target damage, because of course her relic gives her, I think, 20% single target damage boost. Yeah, or sorry, she can give 15% per, so it's 45% single target damage boost, as well as Vittoria still being the highest CC collaboration character in the game. I think she's the highest CC non-LR, non-UR based character in the game, which is still absurd. Bear in mind, she's been out for 6-ish months, I think. I want to say she's been out for 6 months now, which is a lot. And the fact she's still this high CC, she's still quite good. Also, it's Vittoria. She's just a generally good character to have leveled up. Albedo, don't need any introductions. Absolute queen in PvE. I have her 6-6, and the main reason at the time I actually leveled up her relic when Bird was still quite hard was for the video where I say she is now final form, because I had perfect attack crit, all outfits, 6-6, upgraded relic, True Awaken. Albedo has a lot of CC. Let me quickly switch to HP defense so I can give you a quick peek at like insane amounts of CC. Once again, Albedo doesn't really... She can be used in PvP. I wouldn't really recommend it, but she can. She mainly it is absolutely absurd for like PvE. Demonic Beasts. If you're a newer player struggling with Demonic Beast, Albedo will basically just murder all of them. Well, at least the initial 3. So Bird, Deer, and Dogs. She'll vaporize those 3. Nidhogg and Rat, she won't, as they were sort of designed to. They were designed after Albedo. Albedo was sort of designed to just absolutely whack everyone in the skull and kill them all super quickly, and now most Demonic Beasts have a counter reduction of at least 500%, sometimes up to 1000%. And damage still isn't that bad, but it's still not the best. Queen Diane and Valentine's Day Diane, because if you upgrade a character's relic, and let's just say, for example, Liz is a very good example. Liz shares a relic with several different other Liz's, they will get upgraded. And once again, I have upgraded, I think I upgraded Queen Diane's and it went on Valentine's as well, which is kind of nice. I do like it. Mainly Valentine's, she's just a generally good PvE character. That's basically it. I guess Chaos Mode should be a little bit better, but mainly it's just general PvE. At the time, Bird, Floor 4, Queen Diane was this Valentine's variant was one of the best variants you could use, or the best tanks you could basically have for it. Now I use Traitor Melee because he's absurd. But yeah, once again, this Diane doesn't need really much explaining. Her ult is 6-6, or even both their ults at 6-6 are nukes. And they can actually be win conditions quite easily. This Diane's probably a little bit better though, for like when it comes to tanking. This one's more of a support Diane. Who else have we got on this list? I know Nabe. So Nabe, once again, I literally just did this to make farming Bird Floor 4 easier. She'll do a tiny bit extra damage, tank just a tiny bit better. I also think my other one down here is Traitor Melee. Yeah, that's really it. That's all the relics I upgraded. If there was any ones I would actually highly recommend, it'd probably be the LRs, as they already have quite a lot of CC as it is, and upgrading their relics once again would be quite nice. Probably key characters in teams, or key support characters, is probably another good one as well. I was going to say Ram, but no one really uses Ram anymore. Valentine's Day King, if you're on more CC. Blue Ludo, once again, is passive. If he LCCs the enemy, he lowers the defense-related stats. That could be, once again, quite good for Chaos Mode. There's not really many others, like Hugh, I guess, for PvE, Shelter, if you use Shelter in Rat, that could be quite a good one. There's tons of characters you could do, like Red Roxy, quite good for support for humans. Unfortunately, a lot of the really old Estarossa for the new one, because once again, they share the same relic, so you can immediately have his upgraded relic as he releases, which is probably be quite a cool thing. My Estarossa, once again, at 64,000 CC, he's not True Awakened, he has no outfits, and he's only 4-6. I'm pretty sure he's running HP defense, and a mediocre set at that, but still good CC. The new Estarossa has, I want to say about 3,000, or like 2,000 or 3,000 more CC than the previous one when fully leveled up, which is kind of cool. Red Tomio might actually be a good one, only because you use Red Tomio as a link, and once again the links give their stats to the main hero they're on, so you won't get too much of a boost, but you'll get a slight boost on technically every character you use Red Tomio on, which could be pretty useful. Can I think of any others on top of my head? Matronas, maybe? Mainly just the collaboration characters, the collaboration characters, because they're so much easier, they're so much cheaper, they don't require like tons and tons of resources. They're probably the better ones to do. So, Nolfme, once again, Glass isn't really too good. Yuri can be quite good. Irons, if you have Irons High Dude, would be quite nice. Once again, Nolfme, Reinhard, if you really wanted to. I would like to see a ReZero rerun, and I would like to see this guy get like an LR or something. Because he is probably the most promising one that collab has. That isn't like one of the older characters, like Rem, is the most promising one out of all the old ones because her kit is very good and her relic is very good. And of course, ReZero Season 3 is currently coming out. Yeah, these two, I wouldn't even recommend these two. They unfortunately were made. They released at the wrong time. In terms of, like, I feel like, yeah, those two aren't the best. There's a lot of characters I definitely would not recommend. Like, realistically, Mael, because goddesses aren't really meta at the moment, I wouldn't really recommend it. Of course, unless you wanted to upgrade it for Hero Arena, or, once again, Nidhogg. But once again, I don't think you really need to upgrade it for Nidhogg. Oh, this king might not be too bad, because this king shares a relic with the Green New Year King, which, once again, can be used for Chaos Mode, which is what I do. I use him for Chaos Mode, which I probably actually will upgrade his relic as well, which might be quite a good idea. Tonos, once again, for dogs, slight, very, very, very minimal boost, but once again, it will make it slightly easier. Maybe, you know, it will save it'll save like one phase every like 100 runs of dogs. But once again, it depends on how you perceive value or like your time, really. There's not really many other good characters that have relics that would need upgrading. You know, like Demon King hasn't got a relic. You know, if Transcendent Barn had it, I'd 100% recommend it. Once again, lots of these characters, like the LRs, are worth it because they've already got very good CC. Like Glocks, for example, if you're using Glocks for Rat, Glocks would be worth it because it would make Glocks tankier. But not only that, you know, do a slight bit more damage. Glocks' damage is quite good, but most of his damage comes from his ultimate. For example, I would recommend either Schulte or Glocks to level up their relic. Of course, Schulte I would recommend because it's slightly more cheaper, and Schulte is technically a secondary DPS, and you can technically also use her as a tank as well. You know, there's lots of different things where I believe Schulte may be just a tiny bit better than Glocks, apart from when it comes to survivability. For the whole team, that's definitely where Glocks takes the cake. So, of course, if you are struggling with survivability, I recommend upgrading Glocks' relic and using Glocks for that. But if you're not struggling with survivability, Schulte is 100% the way to go. Her relic's cheaper to upgrade. She's a secondary DPS. You just got, you know, bear in mind that her ultimate will also apply bleed as well. Apart from that, there's not really many other relics I would recommend upgrading, because there's not really many other meta characters that don't either a collaboration don't have already have a relic, because of course the collaboration characters get a relic on release, or they're too new and they don't have a relic. Because for example, the entire Sins team is too new to have relics, of course, apart from Merlin, who's got a relic in the back. You know, you look at demons, Demi's got a relic, and technically, if you're using Chandler, Red Chandler, he's got a relic. So you're looking at Nanashi, he's already got a relic. Demon Cusack doesn't have a relic. Demon Chandler doesn't have a relic. Gel doesn't have a relic. Demon King Melee doesn't have a relic. So there's not many good relics you can level up that aren't, I would say, key characters. I would say currently, if you're struggling, key characters. LR Liz and this Nanashi are key characters. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on just the general upgrading relic system. Because goodbye.